This room, your favorite rapper, Manny, on another episode of Entrepreneur Talk Live. And I got the queen of internet radio, Fire Chick, in the building with me today, y'all.
Of course.
I know the vibes, man. Now, this is a long time coming interview. Like, I was supposed to do Fire Chick 3-4 years ago, and I bullshitted. And she smacked me for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fly. She ain't hit me, y'all. But listen, right, I'm so thankful to have you on the podcast. Finally, 2025 season.
Yes.
I got the queen, man.
And I don't do a lot of interviews, by the way. I'm just
She don't. No, she don't. She don't. So so you know, we close knit, you know what I'm saying? This is my mentor, to be honest with y'all, to keep it real.
Yeah?
I haven't even told her this.
Yeah, I know that.
But you was my mentor, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
She kept me in the game. She told me to keep, you know, when you meet a pretty woman like this and she tell you, no, your raps is fine. You know, keep pushing.
Oh, he is.
You see what I'm saying?
He is pushing it up.
Real shit. She really leveled me up. And when she got her radio station and she started doing her thing online, man, it was a wrap. Like, whatever Fire needed me to do, I was there. And she can co-sign that, like I was there.
Right, it was.
Can you tell the people a little bit about yourself if they don't already know? You know, some of my fans may, some of yours may, some may not know what we really do. But I would like for you to touch a little bit on your background. You know, Philadelphia, Jersey, and
Jersey.
How you kind of meshed both of these towns together to be the queen.
The queen. All right. Well, for those that do not know, I'm Fire Chick. I've been doing radio for 19 years. Okay. Yes.
19?
19. It's going on 20.
Damn.
It's going on 20. And I used to rap. I'm retired now, so don't even think y'all don't get no freestyles. That's not happening. No freestyles ain't happening.
I'm mad because I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
I was definitely, was gonna slip that in.
Nah. Songwriter, actress, I guess you can say. And I'm in the real estate. And I have 28 houses.
What? Hold up, Paul. You can't just say you in real estate.
Yeah.
And then say I got 28 homes and then go to the next.
And 2 pieces of land.
What?
And
what?
I'm a silent partner of a Dunkin' Donuts. So yeah. I kind of told you that.
You are an entrepreneur to the core.
Yeah. I try. And I'm always trying to do more things as well. Yeah.
Listen, hold up. So we going back to the real estate. See, I gotta pick out this lineup. Cause that's a nice little list.
Yeah.
She said 2 pieces of land, y'all. Don't let that go over your head. I'm gonna ask her about that too. You dig? So transitioning from being an artist, going into radio.
Yeah.
Was it more so you wanted to be played on the radio as an artist, or you really wanted to understand the radio because you was an artist?
I mean, I wanted to do both. I wanted to understand the game, and I wanted to be known. I wanted to be heard.
Okay.
You know, but I got into radio
faster.
And yeah, you know.
How you get into radio faster than you actually, you know, maybe catching a record do?
Well, back then, you know, it wasn't a lot of podcasts and internet shows, so it blew up faster. You know, like in Philly, it was probably like about maybe 10 of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That I knew of anyway.
Right.
And they just, you know, the popularity of everything. You know what I'm saying? It just, and next thing you know, I'm not in the booth. I'm not doing no music.
You on air.
Yeah, I'm
you talking directly to the source of the listeners. Which probably gave you a whole nother perception of the music game, because being on, you know, from what I experienced with you, you know, you love the people, like you love the audience, you love just being able to kind of like different cultures. Like one thing about that I do know about you, you tap in with everybody. It's not a bias in your bone. You know what I'm saying? You know, it might be some things you may cater to, but you kind of let people flex, you know what I mean? Let me see who you are. You know, that's one thing I loved about you. You didn't mind saying, okay, I'll hear you talking.
Yeah. Because I wanted that same opportunity as an artist. Like, I remember calling in different radio stations, like the Fat Cave and stuff like that, and not getting my music played, and like sitting there waiting, like, well, who can I talk to? What do I got to do? And,
what's the next
how
stage?
hard it was to get on, and they were really difficult. They only wanted certain people in sometimes. So I understood that. So when I made my platform, I made it easy for everybody, whether you was stuck or not.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
like,
what I
rather
mean?
you wasn't shit.
Right.
Fire would give you a listen. Yeah. And I think that's why you're the queen of radio, internet radio, even radio, because you have been on.
I have been on
the radio station.
Yeah, Batcave, official Batcave, and Batcave 2.0.
Right.
I ran both of those.
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. You actually had me on Batcave 2.0. I kind of didn't get up there when Rug and P Funk and them was up there,
they show a little bit difficult to get on.
Yeah, they was a little harder. But Fire brought Rome, your favorite rapper, on and displayed me to the world and her listeners. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm able to give you the mentor collar for me, because you put the shows on early. Mm-hmm. You in difficult parts of the city. You know what I'm saying? Some of the heart of the city. Being from Jersey, though.
From Jersey.
This is what a lot of people don't know. People might think that you fully a Philadelphia native.
No. They let me know I'm not from Philly all the time. Philly is tough. They will let you know, especially when they're mad at you. They're like, she ain't even from Philly anyway. But I've learned to accept that. I'm cool with it, because I understand it ain't really toward me. It's just, you ain't from Philly.
Right. It's a culture thing. It's just a culture and territorial thing. Even us being from Philly, I'm from North, I'm from South.
You ain't from West.
Right.
I'm from North.
I'm from down bottom, nigga. I'm uptown. It's I guess it's like New York too with the boroughs. I'm from Brooklyn and I'm from the Bronx. I'm Boogie Down. Mm-hmm. I'm from Harlem. It's just a culture thing with us. It's like a white girl walking down the street with braids.
Yeah.
I can see a chick with a bonnet on saying, "Who braided your hair?" Right? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't from here.
Yeah, you ain't from here. You know.
I had to accept that, and I've learned not to take it personal.
But you came here and set a trend. What you talking?
I've been here 20 years and they still don't care. They'll still be like, "You ain't from Philly."
The artists?
But when I'm artists, whoever, but when I'm in them rooms and stuff like that outside of Philly, I'm Philly all day. Right. And that's how they know me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I represent
us.
It don't matter.
But see, I ain't worrying about so in that situation, right? Do we worry about the people, or do we worry about corporate understanding that you represent a town? This is not your if we looked at it from the people's, and you walk in the room like, okay, I'm from Jersey. Right. But the people like you from Philly, and you representing this motherfucker crazy, and you got it going on out there. How could you ever listen to the crowd?
Oh, I'm not listening.
Which I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm still saying I'm from Philly, and I still rep Jersey. Right. Because Jersey would kill me if I don't. They're like, what? You ain't from Jersey? What you talking about?
So you basically stuck in the middle. You in the middle.
Represent both, because it's people that will make sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like you can't be saying. Yeah,
because you represent, you are a Jersey native, and you representing them well over here. Like you carrying.
I have to.
Two part. You got so it's like you have two shoulders, but you got two cities big as shit on your shoulders. Yeah, the Garden State and PA.
It's a lot.
Well, we don't, Philly, because not saying Pennsylvania.
You gotta just say Philly in there.
Philly just Philly, man. We something different.
Yeah.
We in our own tundra. You know what I'm saying? So look, right, being the biggest internet female on air, you have touched a lot of people. You done came across a lot of people, and you done put a lot of these people that a lot of people don't even know.
Right.
You done had on your platforms. How do it feel to be carrying the torch for 20 years? Ooh. And just really
You're giving me that extra year, by the way.
Right. Well, 19 years, going into your 20th year, and still loving it. Like, still loving it. Like,
I don't love it all the time. I have my days where I just feel like, I don't care. Because the artists make you feel like that sometimes. When they don't care,
you don't
it's
care.
Like, well,
so you do be really, you really are involved to the point where your emotions are in it. Like, you care about what you're presenting and offering them to the point where you don't get that little genuine, respect back. It's like, because I see you online sometimes saying, I'm doing this for y'all. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fucking good. Like, if I wasn't stopped today, I'm fine with all the things that I've done.
Okay.
But I care because, you know, I guess a part of me still feels like
an artist.
You could, an artist. But I'm like, if I was you, this is what I would do, and I could help you, and this is what, you know what I mean. I'm really trying to help them get to that point. And plus, it's bragging points if they do well and I help them.
Right.
You know, of course I want to help them
because you can look back and say, look, I grab his advice, like you said, because everything ain't got anything to do with putting somebody on or money. It's just sending them in the right direction where they won't go astray.
Right.
You know what I mean? And staying true to their calling. If you've seen that fit, like, because like, again, one thing I know about you genuine about everything you do. You know, you are fire. You know
I don't do it if I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. You know,
because there's times where you didn't call me and say, "Ron, you got to do it. I need your help today." You know what I'm saying? This was some years ago, but you know, I dig it because there's times you see my folks up here with me. I be needing help, and I could run back and forth and boom, boom, boom. But it's like if I could just stay true to the interview and keep that rolling. Sometimes we need that help. You know what I'm saying? So, being from Jersey and Philly, being an artist, turned into a radio personality. But at the end of the day, your entrepreneurship is land.
I just got into land.
Oh, you just got into it. But you was able to buy 2 pieces, so you in it. You in it now.
It's easy. Once you're in real estate, it's easy.
All right, so that's what I was going to mix with that. So the real estate made it easier for that part.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'd say land is a lot easier to buy than
actually getting into real estate.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing, but it's easier to get because I've had mortgages on those.
Oh, right. This is straight. You buy that piece of land and you can put whatever you want on it.
Right, and you own it.
So is that
what I want to do?
You said you got 28 homes. Rent it out?
Yeah. Option to buy. That's
so you really just sitting in the clouds somewhere.
I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say that. I'm humble. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying if we just happen to walk in the tunnel and we had to see you just with your endeavors, you in a cloud somewhere. Because and I say a cloud because the average person don't have land.
I mean, but they can.
True, but unless you're giving out a business plan or a booklet on it.
I don't have no booklet.
So what you have?
YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube. You know, YouTube University. I'm trying to tell you. YouTube will teach you everything that you want to know.
That's crazy.
And I spent hours and hours and hours
looking at footage in this.
But I want to get into container homes.
What's that? Oh, okay. The things you can buy.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I like them. Now, I have seen a couple of them on wheels with like the trailer, like you can roll it up and sit it with.
You can do that.
That's a crazy game to talk about. That's something
because you don't want the whole goal is to live free and to not pay rent.
Right. Government.
You get tired of doing it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to be.
So they better than mobile homes? Or is it extended? Or is it extended off of the mobile homes where it's something like
this? But you can do a container, like you can put it on a piece of land and still move it.
This one, okay.
You can still move that too. That is still mobile.
So now, when you buy this land, you own that land for life.
You own it for life.
So you got the custodial rights, and you
got to pay taxes.
Right. I choose, of course, whether you put something on it or not.
Right. Where there's nothing on it.
But it's like, but it's still like if you was holding the building or something.
My taxes is like 100. One of them is like 70 something. Yeah.
That ain't bad.
So, yeah.
Damn.
Imagine if you didn't have like. If you just put something on there and all you paying is the $70 something. Plus water, once you get everything.
So now listen, you ain't thinking about air it out studios on this land?
I am. I'm trying to get something in Fishtown, but Fishtown High.
Fishtown High is fish.
I'm trying.
That you cannot catch.
Like 30,000, 40.
Fishtown High. That's catfishing. That's catfish and all that shit. You know, Lake Varnell.
Fishtown High.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, Fishtown.
I love Fishtown. That's where we at right now. So this is my 3rd location.
Okay.
And I'm happy here, but I'm just outgrowing it. And
you get bored fast?
Yeah, I do. But I've been there 8 years though.
So pretty good time. So yeah,
it's time. And then your rent keep going up, and you hold on a second.
Yeah,
it was cute.
It's the same place, nigga.
It's the same place.
You feel me?
Yeah. So at a certain point in time, you like, nah. I want to get to a certain point. I gotta go.
I might as well. If that was a tanker, you would have rolled that motherfucker right up out of there.
Yo, it's
but no, because if it was a tanker, you wouldn't even be paying that.
No.
To be honest with you, you'd be just like you said, you'd be paying that.
Just taxes on the land and keep it moving. Yeah, and that's it. That's the way to go.
That's the wave, though, man.
So especially like in COVID and stuff like that was going on, you could just chill. Like people lost houses and they businesses.
No, they did.
And I'm surprised I made it through there because I wasn't doing no interviews, no nothing. I was surviving like a bug.
You see how thankful I am that I'm God blessed me with a nice living room. Like I ain't even lying. Like when I look at it. Because I'm gonna get
this is nice, by the way. I need to get our interview.
Yeah, you most and it's peaceful. It's peaceful. Like it's a vibe. You know what I mean? I keep it sturdy, and it ain't. And you don't. Sometimes you just don't need much.
No,
it's just about simple. You know what I mean? And just being able to get the job done. Fire. Listen,
I'm gonna put my hat on.
You got all the glasses. I seen you in the house pulling the glasses out. I thought you was gonna bring a couple shades. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna bring a couple shades. But it's cool. She got a nice pair, y'all, right here. Some red joints to go with her nice tutu.
Yeah,
when we take the picture, it's gonna be fire. But she a veteran in this game, and like I said, really a mentor for me. I done met a lot of people through Fire. Got a lot of respect through Fire coming up in my journey. Then perform for Fire. Fire done through shows from Sneaker Village to Market Street to On Top of Mars, if you ask me.
I wish. You giving me extra.
She done had people jumping off tables and flying through sneaker stores and running up and down steps. Jersey Devil, by the way. Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's a great space to just have you. Like, I love you being a part of the culture. Me and Fire.
Was you there? You wasn't there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't.
You should have been there.
I wasn't there. I think that's when I was in New York. I was in New York around that time. But we was talking back and forth. But I was seeing everything. One thing for certain, I'm gonna support. Yeah. One thing for certain, I'm gonna support Air It Out Radio, Fire Chick. I was trying to get Fire to rap again.
Nah.
I mean, and she played a little couple Jones here and there. She was fire, man.
Listen, the last person that tried to get me to rap, I don't know if you remember, but back in the day when I first started Air It Out Radio, right? I co-hosted with Max.
Yeah, the DJ boy, right?
No, he wasn't a DJ. He was a rapper. And he did a diss song on me, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you come out of retirement," and it never happened. So
damn, he made a diss song and you egged him?
Listen, a lot of artists do. Like when they mad at me, they'll do diss songs on me all the time. That shit don't go nowhere.
Was this a female rapper?
Yeah.
Mouse?
But at the time, I'm still a radio host. They don't look at me as a rapper, so.
Man, they ain't hear you. They better go back to MySpace. They didn't see. I got a chance to hear Fire.
The MySpace page is down now.
Yeah, mine is down too. But I'm just saying.
Mad. I was like,
listen, Fire was. She talking about she was bad. It's one bad, y'all. So don't let that Libra fool y'all. Listen, she was smoking shit. That's why she felt like she could go. Listen, if you was corny, you ain't thinking about no radio stations, nigga. See,
you trying to give me credit.
She ain't thinking about no radio station. She went on air. She said, I could talk.
Yeah, he tried to diss me. A lot of them try to diss me. I don't be hearing that no mind.
So then you really be going through things with the artists?
Who knows? I tell people all the time, if you think you're going to have a business for 20 years and think nobody's going to say anything bad about you or not ruffle any feathers or not being like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm making people mad at least once a day, no matter how nice I be. Damn. Somebody's mad, like I would go to, I would have events and they would say, can I have an extra 5 minutes at Sneaker Village when I was doing a tour? One artist got mad at me. And because I wouldn't let him go on again, because he was Pat, you know what I mean? And he wanted to go on again, and I said I don't have the time. And he was like, "Man, fuck this shit." And
I ain't gonna say fuck something, nigga, and it was free.
No, it was $5 at that time.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you. I know you made a good deal for the artist, so it's like, nigga, and you always gave us good time.
Yeah, I'll try.
Shit, I made it.
And I was giving away $500.
That's what I'm saying.
So any money I did make it with, like,
because it was really a promotional thing. Fire.
It was promotional. I gave away billboards, all kinds of stuff.
All types of shit. Yeah. Damn.
I want to give away a car one day.
You got car money? Yeah, well, 2 pieces of land, yeah. That's why I say you in the cloud somewhere.
No, I'm not. I'm here. I'm humble.
She said she on ground level, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
You know what I mean? But just know she ain't bullshitting with y'all. She would be on the cloud fast. You look like Luigi and them motherfucking. Should have looked like motherfucking. What's the video game? Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers.
You know what I'm saying? But no, you know, I ain't gonna be able to get it around y'all.
No.
So you know, so the talent won't have to go into these interviews that she has been doing. Now I seen you just did what's her name? Just an interview you just put up there the other day.
Some stuff might be old and new. So like
Scarlett. No, you just had Scarlett.
That was a while ago. Okay. Yeah, I did her. Okay. She came down. This is before like she started getting real.
But that's big. What I'm saying about.
Like, I tried to get them before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you booking them or?
Yeah, me.
So you basically is like a 1-man band. Like you. Mm-hmm. You're acting, you're podcasting, you air it out radio, you're on the internet, you're real estating out this joint. You know,
you gotta learn how to do this stuff yourself, or you're gonna owe people a whole bunch of stuff later.
No, you most definitely are.
Because I would have people like give me people at first, like you want to interview such and such, and I'd be like, yeah, and then I would interview them, and then I would owe them like 3 or 4 interviews or favors or promote this, and you know, it just got a little too
you was going through that.
Yeah, like if they gave me somebody, I would have my show on Monday, and they would be like, "Yo, I need you to interview Rome," and I'll be like, "I don't know nothing about Rome." You know what I'm saying? It was just like
last minute. Enough time to find anything about.
Yeah, so I'm asking them bullshit ass questions like, "Where you from?" Da 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 da. But they would do that like 3 or 4 times.
To the point where you had to say, hold up.
Yeah, and it got too much. You know, it made me unorganized with my show. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. And then I just learned how to book them myself, you know.
That was the great thing about, I think, me running into mine online first. Before I decided to do the next to me or even in a room with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was feeling that same way. Like I don't want to be doing the whole city. Or just doing anybody's whole city, because like I say, I always looked at it like this: if you ain't somebody that's gonna love on what you doing, they ain't no need to even pulling up on me. Okay. Because and people are like, well, why you in it? I'm in it because I want people to understand that I'm gonna push it as much as the other person. Everybody's important. Everybody that plays a hand in it has to push something. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it's gonna be productive.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing it online, we don't have no choice but to screen record the shit. I gotta chop it up, edit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
do all that. So, you know, just running your business for 20 years, damn. 19.
And you gotta learn how to do every position, because if not, because we are independent, it's gonna cost you so much money. Like, you know how to edit and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people that don't know how to edit. I didn't know how to edit for a long time either. I'm not the best, but I do the best that I can.
You know but you still taking the time to do it, and with me doing it, that's basically what I was doing. I just kept playing with it. It's funny how sometimes when you don't have a manual and there's no script, you can't be prepped. You'll find your finest work coming out of having to just think. Like you said, I went on YouTube. You know what I mean? Went through hundreds of different things, but you still had to hold on to that information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't freelancing, just looking, just fuck it, all right, to the next. No, you looking for information.
Yeah. And a lot of it came through having situations that didn't work out either. Like I've had video people try to overcharge me or like take too long or something. Yep. And then I'm like, all right, let me try to figure out. Even like the little captions with the words on it, it was like, they would charge me like $60 to do that. And I'm like, yo, this shit killing me. You know what I mean?
$60 just for the caption?
Yes, at first because I didn't know how to do it. So because you don't know how to do something, people are going to
That should have been in a package. Like that should have came with the, that's a part of that's a part of the marketing though. Like if I say, I'm going to put you, like if say you hit me and say, Ron, look, I need this. I'm just going to give you a straight fee. Like, all right, look, give me this and I'm going to do the rest.
To them, that's more work. You know, but then I realized.
But if you separate it, you killing because now.
No.
First of all, man, it's a real. So,
but you a man too, so it's different because they're not gonna play with you like that. Like with a female.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I didn't have some people that was like, and then I'm like, you know why I charge this? I said, how many times you didn't hit me back and told me to alter something? Mm-hmm. I gotta hold on. I said, don't you know them apps that I'm doing this shit and I gotta pay for them?
Right.
So now, right, if you hit me today out of nowhere, and I'm like, nigga, my subscription down, nigga. My nigga, I'm really not making no money because if you send me, let's say right if I say, all right, this $50. The subscription damn near 25.
Mm-hmm. What subscription you got though?
Nigga, yeah, my shit almost like, yeah.
I get the cheap ones.
No, see, I had it, but then when you start going into all this shit I'm doing.
Oh yeah, because
I'm on some other shit right now. I needed the whole. I needed the whole package. Like, nigga, I looked and I said, damn, all right, this $9.99 and this joint $20.
Yeah, some of them do be like $9.99.
And then the other joint got this and that. I said, if I'm pay for this, but I'm gonna still need some of that shit that's over there. I might as well just pay for that shit over there because I'm gonna be more matter when I get to that option. Eventually, that option, I know that option gonna roll in, and I'm gonna need it, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I only paid the fucking. No, this the $10.99. Oh man, shit, that's what I'm gonna call this nigga.
Yeah, they don't understand that, but
yeah, they don't understand the back end of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they don't be sitting there. But like I tell people, if you take care of me, believe me, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you, niggas. And it's coming around. It's coming around fast too. Like, so it's like even with the podcast, like people love to turn around. They like, damn, Ron, you
be popping them out.
Bro,
But now I can pop my stuff out now.
Yeah, like you be right on the shit. Like, yeah. That's why I said I'm seeing shit every day. Like it's up to the round. Like it's like, wherever you in the market, you like the food, you going through some shit. I'm catching them. Like you're rolling though. Like the last, like since the top of the year came in, like I know you're there. Like, and I remember it was the time when you was like, no, bro, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
I'm gonna get better.
I'm gonna get back up in that motherfucker because we was even supposed to start like a little radio joint together. And COVID was a crazy time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got in a car accident. You know, a lot was going on. Money was flying here and there. People was booking me to the point where I had so much. I just had money coming into the point I was sending niggas shit back because it was like I can't even. Niggas like, you got bread. I'm like, no, I'm about to send this shit right back to them. Like, what you mean, nigga? I can't do it. Like the money is only good if I'm doing the work, nigga.
Yeah, getting behind is hard.
It's hard
because you don't have the people to help you, and people want you to do it, or people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes, like with my rotations, I get really backed up. I stop promoting it, but people know about it and they still send me money. I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah, like you look at your fucking account and be like, damn, I needed that shit too.
Nah, I'll be
like, you don't need it, but I'm just saying.
I'll be like, damn, I didn't, I stopped posting.
Right. I didn't even sense
yeah.
Yeah,
it's good and it's a blessing, and then it's like,
it could be.
I don't have the, because you don't want to mess your name up, and your credibility with people.
That's the main key right there. That devil most definitely be trying to throw the monkey wrenches in there, like just little shit. Mm-hmm. And that's why I went all digital. This 2025, I said, you know what? I used to be trained. He'll tell you, I used to be at the computer like this, sleep, dead, waking back up like right where I left off. Niggas like, nigga, did you go to sleep? Like, you know what I mean? It's your dream, no?
And people don't realize how much work really goes into this because they think, oh, it's just so easy. You just talking and but they don't understand like the times you just got to stay up all night long promoting. And then, right down to the marketing and getting merch and doing all these things. They just think it's so easy to just be you. You know what I mean? It's not. It's a lot of work.
It's not.
It's a lot of work.
That's why when I go out, man, and I be around these people, man, I stay true to me because it's like, nigga, none of these niggas coming back home with me to help me do the work. So at the end of the day, who am I trying to impress? I ain't got the time. I ain't got the luxury.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm about to go right back, roll up an L, nigga, and be editing some fucking weird niggas is out partying, and when they see the work, they get up the next day or whatever, and they see it, they be like, damn, I need something. You could have had something 2-3 days ago, nigga, but y'all niggas partying.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the thing. I don't go out as much as I used to, and I hear that a lot. Like, oh, Fire don't go out. She thinks she's better, but it's like they don't have their own location that they got to keep up. Like once you get it, you got to keep that shit up.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you could be out partying all the time. You got to maintain shit.
You have to. But when people understand that, that's really the marketing tool. Like even with me in the studio, and I got my own stuff, you know, where I can record I tell everybody like, I'm humble because I realized that I used to pump all the money in that, thinking it was everybody else, and I was mad at everybody else. Paying them, not paying them, people helping who I had to. You still be mad because you be thinking that these people are gonna be the ones that take you somewhere, and I'm like, nigga, when you land down the long run, you realize, nigga, you the only one that can wear your shoes.
True.
You the only one that can get the fuck up and walk there. So why you blaming all these other people? And when I stopped doing that and realized, like, well, this is my dream. Right. These are my goals. These are my trials and tribulations and errors and flaws and imperfections and things like that. Nobody else got nothing to fucking do with it.
But everybody wants somebody to blame, though. Like everybody's looking for. It's easier to just blame somebody else because something didn't happen.
True.
You know what I mean? True. So you can't really blame people. Like people say, "Why you didn't post me?" or "Why you didn't do this?" And it's like I'm trying to post myself up. Like I got so many things I gotta post up that I don't want to overwhelm people.
Right?
Yeah. So it's like, well, post me, and I'm like, I just posted something, and it's like, God damn. Like,
y'all, did you look at the nigga?
Yeah. Like I mean, it's a lot, but. You want to help everybody, but you can't. And I'm really trying to help myself. I'm not where I want to be.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
And you got pieces of land and still ain't where you know. That's why I said Mars, y'all, because you know she type 221. She been fucking got a rocket ship and flew the fuck about this joint.
I wish.
See fire on a comet and shit. A little behind on the comet and shit. Get like, look, I'm about to go get me some land up here. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean,
you just you know she a journey. She said, you know, I feel like you like journey. You know, you done had some I ain't even gonna use that word. You done had some experiences with life.
Yes, who hasn't though? You know, we all.
No, I'm saying just I'm talking about real life, the real reality, not that fake shit these niggas be in.
Oh, okay.
Real life.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? Where real shit be going down, where we have to, you know, we burying people we love and real shit, you know what I'm saying? And you still got through it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like she's living through you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go all the way into it, but she's living through you. You know what me and you talking about.
They don't know.
No, they don't. That's why I'm talking. That's why I'm talking to you.
It's okay. We can touch it.
Yeah, you know, well, you know, a couple years back, audience,
years back.
Some years back, Fire lost a child. Something touchy because you know I just lost my godson a year ago, and his anniversary was the 12th. Been a year he been going, and Rob's son, you know, Rob Stashes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So you know, just me being around some people that's been in my life that done lost kids. You know, it's heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell the people a little bit how you kind of transitioned, you know, in that situation and, you know, just keeping your journey alive on the sake of, you know, something your daughter wanted you to do. She loved everything that you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I really believe like an early part of your career, you know, having your child with you, really, you pushed the bar like you was being that active woman. No, real shit.
Yeah, you know my daughter was everywhere with me.
Right, real talk.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? So
she was actually homeschooled, like, you know. So she was pretty much active. She was actually a part of Air Radio. She worked for Air Radio.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so yeah, she was really active.
Early.
Yeah, she was. I told her she my partner, and I would talk to her like what do you want? What you think we should do? You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But yeah, my daughter passed away. I want to say about 9-10 years ago. I stopped really counting. Like I don't even want to think about it.
Right.
Some people, like you said, got the date and all. I can't do that.
Yeah,
like, it's too much for me. But yeah, she passed away. We were on vacation in Disney, and she passed away. And then she had a liver disease. So, and then yeah, but she's definitely a great spirit. I know she's still with me, and that was hard. That was hard for me to go through that. Like I took off for like a year, and yeah, and I was like, fuck this whole shit. You know what I mean? I ain't give a fuck about nothing at that time.
I was in New York at that time, and I really was sad that I wasn't home because I was like,
but it wasn't that you could have did anyway because
I just wanted to just make sure you was good. You know what I mean? Physically, because I know you would have did it for me somewhere if you would have pulled up.
I didn't want nobody to be around me. Like, I was just doing my own thing. I was just like swallowing my misery. You know how it is. But yeah, there was times where I just didn't even want to be here anymore. I was just like, I want to just kill myself. I'm over it. Yeah, because when when your child dies, it's like a party dies right along with it. You know what I mean? And it was hard because I'm like, my goal is to make sure she's grown and successful. Right. You wanted to, and I feel like my job wasn't complete. My mission wasn't, you know, I'm a soldier, so I'm like, I didn't finish the mission. Right. So I was like a little lost with everything. Right. And then for a while, it took me a while to get myself back together. I didn't want to do it already. I didn't want to do nothing. Right. I know you did so, at that time. But I said, nah, she want me to get my shit back together. I remember you called. I remember we calling. I think we talked, and you was like, "Wrong, I'm coming." I got to. You was like, "My baby talking to me." She said, like, "Yeah." Like, she actually wanted me to rap again. Right? No, you said, and saying that is why I brought it up all the Yents. No, when she first came, I was like, "Nah, we're not gonna get big." Because baby, you never know. But you know what's we don't. That's exactly why I'm putting it out. You know, like she said, she like to be the first. You know, the first it was talked about on Entrepreneur Talk Live because, you know what I'm saying, you just never know with her. She a vibe. You a seasonal type of person. Like you go through different seasons, you know what I mean? I have to want to really do it and care about it. If I don't care about something, I won't do it at all. Right. Like, because you can do something and you know how some people will do it and then they don't give a fuck about it and they won't put. But I don't see you doing it. I don't see you doing it because you know your status. You said something early in the interview, like when you was like, you know, your character is every, you know, you don't want to mess it up. So I don't even see you. And I think that you got a few women that you personally know like that get busy with that shit. That I know, like if you really went into it, you would probably reach out to them and say, hey, you know what, I'm working on something. It's easy to jump, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I know. No, you gonna get. You ain't even gonna come with no bullshit. But it's hard for people to like. I've dropped certain stuff. I'll put some post things, and the artists be like, "Yeah, I don't really care," you know, because I'm now one of them. You get what I'm saying? It feels like, oh, well, you trying to rap now? What's that? I hate that, but see, this is the thing, right? I ain't trying to do nothing. I did it now. This the interesting thing. That's the thing about the Aries, right? You see how you said that? Yeah. That's my motivation. Not even like, this nigga, don't you know you from this? You was probably born from this shit. I don't know. I don't be wanting to outshine nobody too. I'm like super humble. But you still gotta shine. All right, so I'm gonna give you. If I did want to get back into it. So now I'm gonna hit her with this, y'all. I'm gonna hit fire with this. I went to the West Coast. I met the Dog Pound. I'm filming. I'm there filming an artist that I got booked to go out there and film. And I got told, put that camera down. Your name, Rome, your favorite rapper, and I ain't heard you rap yet. And I'm like, well, I ain't really come out here for that. Corrupt looked at me and said, bro, where you from? I had North Philly. He said, bro, I'm from Philly too. He going to his Philly. I forgot he is. Yeah, he from Philly. He talked about him walking from Susquehanna all over. He was like, nigga, I used to walk everywhere to get to the studio. What? I had to spit. I spit. Them niggas looked at me and said, you too fucking humble. Right. It's no way in hell you in a room with niggas like us. Never know when you gonna ever get another chance ever, and you really wasn't gonna spit, bro. And it fucked me up because I didn't want to overshine the person I went out there to film as an artist because this his connects. This ain't even my connects. I can't. I'm only meeting these people through filming him. But that's different though, because you still love being a rapper. I'm like, I don't care. No, I love making music. It's not even too much the image, because that's just I'm gonna look like this whether I'm on camera or not. I walk through the blocks. We going outside like this. Like this has just been me, like my whole life. Like, and I say it in one of my interviews. I think I said it's funny that everybody used to always look at me and be like, you rap. I could go anywhere and they be like, you rap, don't you? Even in prison, niggas look at me like, you a rapper? Because I had the red tips, the shit in my dreads, and I'm combing in. They looking like, fuck this nigga got in his dreads. Well, you do got that rapping look. So I got that look. So people appear to think I'm trying to be a rapper. But it's like some people just, it's in me, not on me, but I just look good doing what I do. But I love making music. It's like a freedom of speech for me. And it's always been, when I was a kid, I have a voice. You know, I could draw, I was funny, you know, I could do them little things. But when it came to communicating, everybody would flee me.
And then I just started rapping one day on the beat, and niggas started listening. They was like, well, what this niggas? I'm like, I said, oh shit, y'all hear me? I could have said the same shit with no beat on. Niggas would have been like, man, what the fuck what I'm talking about? Romeo, go outside to find Juliet. I was getting all that. Go find Juliet. So I was getting that energy. The music came and the energy flipped the, oh nigga, this nigga talk, who you talking about? I'm like, oh, these niggas listening. So that's why I say I believe that you got a fan base 20 plus years. Motherfuckers just gonna listen.
They'll listen, but I guess because I'm not really
I get you filmed on the tutu on in the video. Boy, I had you talking your shit. You be back.
Listen, I could jump right into it if I really want to. It's just, it's not what my
you
heart
a veteran,
ain't
though.
it.
Let's say rap veteran. You a veteran.
Yeah. This is my new line, by the way.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let me get this little cat hair. No, this is the little blonde hair off.
Okay. There you go. Hook me up.
I got you. It looks like cat hair though, but it ain't cat hair.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Right.
But yeah, it's more just trying to push, the radio station more and get into other things that I love. Yeah. Like I don't want to do anything that I don't love and care about.
True.
Because it's like sometimes it ain't about the money. Because I'll do something for free if I love it. You know what I mean? If I have the time,
plenty of times.
I gotta have the time too.
Right.
That's important.
Right.
Because people ask me to do stuff and I say no, and it's not that I don't want to. Sometimes I have the time.
I know.
It's just me. They keep forgetting that, but I don't.
That's
have
why I
the
said
time.
you're a woman. So we're gonna throw this out there. Fire Chick is a one-woman band.
Yeah.
She's playing the drums. She's on the flute. She's playing the keyboard. She's on the piano. She's the backup singer. She is the singer.
Right.
She's the orchestrator, the arranger. She's up there fucking with the spotlight. Like y'all got.
I'm doing what you're doing
all the time. That's what I'm saying. That's why I needed to have you on the show because and I knew it was gonna be this year because it's like you didn't put the burners on. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Okay. That's why when I hit you, I was like, it's time.
Yeah.
Everything God did.
And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm proud of you.
Thank you
for getting this far. You know what I mean? Because I've seen people just like
they done
wrapped up.
They done fucked their relationships up. Yeah.
And you're still moving and doing
other things. I love this shit. I love helping people. That's why I say mentor because you kind of when I was losing my emotions with the positivity of other artists and people. Kind of like shit was making me think of everybody was starting to push me into a selfish place. Think about you, fuck everybody else, do the whoop. I was meeting, the evil part. I was meeting people like you that was on that show. The guy saying, no, it's people that's striving just like you. It's not gonna come overnight.
Yeah,
and I had these people over here like, no, fuck that, the money right there, and I'm like, my heart wasn't in that. That's the road I didn't want to take. So that's why I'm glad, like I said, I'll be 45 next month, and it's like, just to be able to, I'm not even competing with nobody.
Don't look 45, by the way. He looks good. He looks just like I just met him from before.
No, you the same way. You don't look like you. Hey, listen.
I don't let people stress me either.
Not me either.
Like
I live in my love. I leave my love on my sleeve, and a lot of my cousins and people sometimes used to be like, they used to think it was a bad thing for me until like you said, you get in them other rooms, and I'm still that same person, and they're like. And I'm like, they court me. So that mean the niggas outside, y'all just bullshit. Y'all just on some bullshit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then they had to sit back and say, this nigga in these rooms and the people we loving this on our nigga. And then you got to look back at them and I'm saying, well, what was the fucking problem?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that evil thing is really serious. Like when I feel like when the artists or whoever start getting on my nerves and they start making me feel like I should charge you $500. You know what I mean? When they start getting like that, I gotta step away from everything for a minute to get back myself. Because I'll
that should have you having an out of body experience. You be really like it take you to a niggerish point of view in your life where it's like, who the fuck is y'all talking to?
Yeah.
Like, do y'all know who I am? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, come on.
And it really irritates me because I've done stuff like with Magic Johnson, Salt and Pepper, and stuff like that. And then I come back and I'm humble enough to do interviews with unsigned artists.
That's what I'm saying.
And charge all pennies. You get what I'm saying? And then my microphones and all that $500 and the equipment is this and they don't understand, man. They don't understand all the stuff that you gotta do.
That you really have to do to try to make y'all my brand gonna be my brand regardless.
Right.
This shit is stuck to the jacket, like till I burn the jacket up or whatever or die. My thing is this: y'all niggas is gonna see what it see. Like I said, when Bill Collector made the logo, it was like I had to run with it because I was just like, I said this shit. He made the logo for his interview, and I just ran with it, and I just was like, and then he called me and was like, "Yo, nigga, you really on some shit. Like, I ain't know you was." I'm like, bro, look, y'all niggas on some shit fucking with me. I didn't know how many people really fucking
with listen, me. He got the carpet. I don't even got no carpet. He got the carpet and all that. You gotta go in the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was in the bathroom, but the carpet got me, you know. I said, damn, we got a carpet and shit. Got the pillows. Yeah. But branding and marketing is everything. It's everything. And you gotta put money in it. What you just said. Right. You gotta show the world that you love it. And when I first did it 2020 and everybody was in the commercials, it was like, you gotta understand, like, shit, my wallet is that. You feel me? Like, we got the wallets, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I wanted people to really understand I love what I'm doing. Exactly. And you don't have a problem putting money into it when you love it. No. Because the artist will be like, I'm not doing that, I'm not spending that, I'm not doing it. You know, and it's like, why not? Sponsors with Bel Air, so it's like, people was fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? We took it on the road. We took it to California. We took it to Vegas. We took it to LA. You know what I mean? We took it to Atlanta. We took it to Houston. My office. They go through that joint. That shit going down. They went through it. I cannot keep it. As soon as I get it, they're like, nah, I'm like, I'm a dark drinker. Give me Henny and I'm cool. I don't fuck with no E&J. Just give me a shot of Henny and a Corona and I'm good for the whole night. I don't drink that. Because I smoke weed. Drinker. I smoke weed. I can tell you this. But you from Jersey. Because I don't never see you with like no bottle. Well, you have them. I have them. But for the artist. But you don't be like, I can see you drinking on a little cooler. No, I like champagne, but I prefer to drink beer because I don't. You do be having wine sometimes though, Fire. I like wine. Yes, I'm a wine drinker. You get tipsy off that wine. You know that wine gets you fucked up. Asti Spumante. I know that's like the cheap shit, but. Give me some Asti Spumante, cold, chilled, and I'm ready. Of ice, 2 pieces of ice. Yup, and I'm ready to go. I'll probably be asleep somewhere. But I like beer because it's consistent. Like you go to a restaurant or anywhere like a bar and try to get something and then they may not make it right. They water it down. Yeah, or it don't taste right. Yeah. Beer is always consistent. You know, unless they fuck around and water But most of the time it's consistent and I ain't gotta argue with nobody and be like, take this back. Right. So and plus it's cheap. Yo, true that. You know what I mean? Happy hour, $2. So do you still go over to Jersey and get your beer? No. No, well, I do sometimes if I could catch a ride with somebody and go out there, but it ain't that deep for me. I just grab something here and then. I got 28 fucking cribs, man. Yeah. I know if I ever get in the jam for me. People ain't listen. They don't be moving. They do not move. Well, you know, they can't live forever. No wishing that on nobody. But hopefully they'll buy it because they're supposed to buy it. Yeah, you know? that's the goal. All right, that's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. So they paying rent to buy. Rent to own. Okay. Yeah, rent to own. So you got all your joints like that? Yeah. Good shit. Yeah. I want to do an Airbnb. I'm about to say, damn, you took it out. I want to, but they ain't nobody live. Nobody don't leave. So it's like, as soon as one of them roll out, that's what I want to do. But one of the pieces of land, that's what I want to do. I want to. Yeah, we need air it out studios. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to. Nah, I think I'm over that. You know what I'm saying? Air it out radio. They tried it, like Machete King and all of them. They was trying to get me to do that a long time ago. Oh, okay. Nah. Because if it don't keep up, then you know. Yeah, true that. But you know what? You know, everybody doing their own studio stuff. Yeah, true that. It's better because, like I say, man, if we had to. I was renting some space right now, man. Shit. That's what you would do. What, rent a space? No, I mean have a studio. Hell yeah, like have a studio up in here. Yeah, no, I could like when I go to the other crib, because that's what I basically turned this into anyway. Like this was just the apartment joint, but it was like the crib. I didn't want to have this shit at the crib. So it was like, boom. Cuz was like, well, you might as well keep the apartment, nigga. Don't fucking give an apartment away for him. Put the joint. I said, you know what?
It's like, nigga, when you come down, nigga, you stay at the apartment, nigga, do the work. And then I was like, you know what, yeah, that's perfect. So that's why I did this. I put this under the Google Map shit and all that. I was like, fuck it. Like, it's the whole business.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I did, when I started Air It Out Radio, I was doing it in my attic. And it was hot as shit.
Shit in the motherfucker.
Oh my God, it was so hot. And I had to turn the air off.